Alright, for this week's video, I want to just take a moment to catch up on the things we weren't able to talk about on Monday because of other issues that pertained and kept me. One of the things, in addition to this video this week, I will have another article for you guys to look at for next week since we won't be meeting in class. But the main thing I want to do is just briefly recap the article we were looking at last week, which I saw about 4 people participating. I'd like to get some more participation in there this next time and make sure that everybody is participating, not only posting but then interacting with each other. But our primary focus this week is going to be on getting our essay. So you'll see here project one, their rough draft is due this coming Friday, and you can see that posted here in the forum already for you guys. So before I get to that, I want to back up and just briefly take a moment to talk about the article that we would have talked about if we had met on Monday. And it's here from 2019, and it's specifically talking about the ideal English major and what you get from being an English major. And I think it's worth just briefly touching on a few things here. They give you some background information about what's kind of expected of someone engaging in an English major and all that kind of fun stuff. The economics major lives are facts and graphs, fair enough, but English major lives are everywhere. And there's talking about this universality of English major because he hints on this idea that being a good English major means becoming a good person. It's about being a well-rounded person, and being a well-rounded person and being open and susceptible to all these ideas that you encounter from all these different works of literature and even beyond these, the dead white guys. There are skills, there are ideas, there are ways of looking at the world that become part of you that carry on and provide you with just potential abilities that are very open. And even though they are open, does not mean that somehow they are limiting. They are universal. All right. Talks here a little bit more about essayists and businessmen and all these kind of things. The English major believes in talks and writing and knows that any worthwhile event in life requires commentary and analysis in giant proportions. He believes that the uncommented on life is not worth living. Now, that's actually, by the way, a play on Socrates, who said the unexamined life is not worth living. But he's basically stating here that English majors are able to look at the world and see it the way writers of literature have seen it, but also ways that anybody can see it. They even talk here about this idea of adapting and expanding of literature to the language of the rappers such as Biggie Smalls, and this idea that it's the use of language, the ability of expression and communication, that is what makes an English major so potentially valuable in skill sets, not only in the ability to analyze and look at things, but in very much the way to be able to communicate. And that love of language makes us all better people and makes us seek for things that are real. And I think that's even more important today in our kind of burdened down social media, insignificant or fleeting moments of life. We are the ones who can look at these things, examine these things, and take better care and better time and better analysis in what we view. All right. Now, I will have another reading for you guys because we will not be meeting in class next week, but I do want you to know there will be another reading for you guys to look at. I will be posting it here for you guys to take a look at. And even though we won't be meeting in class, we will be having an online discussion forum next week for that article so that we can discuss it together, and I'll be in there with you guys to talk about it. Now, the main thing I want you guys to focus your attention on this week is your Project 1 that is due on Friday. This is where you need to be putting your energy. I want you to have this uploaded by Friday at 11:59 p.m. All right. I'll also be posting your article for next week and this video in this same location, as well as on the blog itself, so that you'll be able to see it in multiple places and prepare yourself for week 5, because even though we will not have class because Monday is Labor Day, we will be having online discussions. You will also be getting feedback from me concerning your essays, and we will have a discussion forum specifically set up for us so that we can interact about things that we may or may have questions about what I said back to you in the process of commenting on your papers. So it'll be an opportunity for you guys to engage with me in some of what did I say to you, did you want to help me make it more clear, and so forth. Okay, so that's your really important thing, is take care of that. look for the reading that I'll post both on the blog, and I'll probably make a note here. And then next week, in addition to having us discuss that article online in the discussion forums, I will have another video where I'll probably start talking about our next project, our next essay project. And we'll also take some time to probably be engaging with you, with me, about questions you might have about my feedback, because the other thing you'll be doing next week is preparing your essay for the final draft submission, where I will then be grading it out of 100 points. Okay? So if there are any questions, concerns, shoot me an email or send me a text, and I'll get back to you. Otherwise, get to work on this and make sure you get that done for me, okay?